family and friends, and it's really an amazing time. I think an occasion like this affords all of us an opportunity to reflect on the family and what's important, and there's not a more sacred occasion than this. Ty and Val asked their fathers, which I think can be a real big mistake, to offer a toast, and so we don't know what a toast is. I'll just offer a few words maybe on their behalf. You know, when Ty was about 10 or 11, we had some homeless land and some animals, and he said, "Dad, I'd like some cows." So, that sounds like a good opportunity to teach him some responsibility. He's already a pretty responsible kid. And so we got 2 cows he wanted to raise to beef out and earn some money. And so we got these Holstein dairy cows. If you know anything about cows, you know those are not beef cows, but they're male cows that a dairy doesn't want. And so they just kind of give them away essentially. I think we paid $50 for each of these cows. He created little pens for them. I said, "Well, Ty, what are you going to call them? You got to name them, right?" So he thought for a little while, came back in and said, "I think only one holy and the other one mad." Holy cow and mad cow. So I guess, and he fed these things. I mean, he bottle fed. You know anything about cows? Calves, you got a bottle feed for the first couple of months and wean them on to some grain and then on to some hay, and so he did all that. But I think Val, he'll be good with the kids raising and nurturing them, just don't let him name her. One other quick story, I guess, I was at the girls' camp last night, and my mind was really on this day. And one of the experiences I'll never forget was when he was 5 or 6, really young. And for whatever reason, well, not for whatever reason, but often I found myself had some rental properties and things, and I was always doing some maintenance, and so I'd always have him go to Home Depot with me. We'd get a Sprite and hot dog, which they had out front all the time, and we'd go do our little work. And it was about every weekend. That seemed to be our little thing, and we took the kids later that year to Disneyland. I mean, it was just we'd been planning this out. It was just a phenomenal vacation. And on the way home, we asked each of the kids and Ty what they liked most about our vacation. And without hesitation, Ty says, "Home Depot, Sprite, and a hot dog." We didn't even do that. That was his favorite part. And today, I'm like, "My goodness, how much money did we spend on this vacation?" We could have just gone to Home Depot, got Sprite, and hot dog, and probably good. But that to him was the best. I was telling Sean on the way in, I've never seen him so happy. I haven't. We're looking at those smile and taking pictures. I'm like, man, I spent tons of money on this kid and time, and I've never seen that smile before. Who is that kid? But in all seriousness, I appreciate very much what Val has been able to do for him that maybe making it I can't. And that's how it should be, really. As their relationship grows and blossoms, that's exactly how the 6 of us would want it. And so we appreciate very much what Val truly she can do and is doing what's most important for our son. And so we appreciate love, Val, and of course Ty as well. With that, congratulations, and I'll turn the panel over to Sean.
Yeah, I think our side would like to thank everybody for coming out today and supporting Val and Ty. It's fun to see how many faces are involved in some way to help these kids grow up a little bit. For those of you who didn't get to go into the temple, for whatever reason, they gave us some advice that Mom and Dad, you've done your job and it's time for them to lead their own life. And I'm like, sorry, no, I'm not ready. But you can't really stand up. It's like, it's their time, and we're super duper excited for them and the next phases of their life. I'm not sure how much Ty knows about Valerie, so there's at least one story that comes to my mind. And Valerie's a very interesting leader, and she's pretty dang focused on what she wants. And there was a time, and she's a fantastic volleyball player. Matter of fact, she didn't make the 8th grade or 7th grade volleyball team because the coach didn't know who she was. And then I think she made the 8th grade volleyball team, and then as 9th grade and on, she started varsity at the high school volleyball. And at a position that requires a very good leader and very agile on her feet, very quick and very smart. Well, the first year their coach wasn't very good. And Valerie decided that she was going to change that. And so Valerie set up an appointment with the principal and the athletic director. And her parents came to support her. And basically, Mom and Dad, you're not saying anything, I got this under control. And absolutely, she laid out the facts to the principal and to the athletic director. And the next year they had a new coach. So, my advice to you, Ty, is once in a while just step out of the way, let her do her thing, and she will get it done. It was very fascinating. I think she was like a sophomore, maybe a junior, and she had the wherewith, the leadership, whatever it is, like this is how it's going to be. And she talks to 2 adults, principals, leaders of the thing, like that's not how it's going to be. I took too much time and effort into it. You're going to get us a new volleyball coach. And the next couple of years, they completely switched around their volleyball program, and I think they made it the furthest they've ever made it ever in the state volleyball tournament because they actually switched coaches. And another thing about that too is she didn't want an easier coach. She's like, I'm here to play. I'm going to put my time and effort into it. I'm expecting the best results. So that's kind of the girl you married. And she's going to work hard. She's going to push you. And she's going to be a leader from time to time. And that's okay. And she's fantastic. We've noticed the beam in her eye. We get a little defensive on her daughter. And it's like, we want her longer, we want her longer, we want her longer. She's like, I found the man of my dreams. And right going, no, you must be lies. She did find the man of her dreams, and sure enough, we got to meet Doc Ty and him bringing part of our family. And we're super excited to have him, just as are with Taryn and with Brennan. I mean, we get a bigger family. We have more love with the family. Everybody gets along, has a really, really good time. So we're super, super grateful that Ty has joined our family. A bit of advice. My Valerie and I went on a long talk and lunch on Monday, and I'm first of all grateful that she'll talk to me about being a mom, and being a dad, and growing up and stuff. And there was a general conference talk, and for those of you who may not be part of religion, but basically the leader of the LDS Church, President Nelson, gave a talk in a priesthood meeting, this very last conference. So if you've got a little note, this is a good time to write this down. In the priesthood session, President Nelson gave some amazingly wise words to the brethren who would also switch to the sisters, and it basically said in 2 paragraphs, it's about the 7th to 8th paragraph, there's 2 paragraphs at the very end. Basically, make sure that your husband or your wife is number one. Doesn't matter what else is going on. You know, set your time, make it a priority. Kids are going to come along, jobs are going to come along, whatever. Make sure you take time for each other, make sure each other's number one. Dater, that doesn't mean you go, you know what, the church told me to do it 1 hour a week, so I got my 1 hour check. Okay? No, spend time with her, enjoy her, and vice versa, and the two of you will blossom together, so never forget to make each other number one. We love you both. We're grateful to be part of the Palmer family, and thank you all for helping raise 2 wonderful people. Thank you.